Okay, good. All right, so wait to press play on your playlist, have them all queued up, make sure that the shuffle is turned off, and we'll get started in a comfortable seated position. I'm so stoked to be back with y'all and get in the groove of teaching a faster paced class. It's gonna be fun. I have something cooked up for y'all. So go ahead and get oriented into your space, making some visual observations around your room. You can twist around your hips, lean around your spine, or twist around your spine and lean around your hips. See, I already started fumbling over my words. Yeah, really gazing beside you, above you, behind you, and maybe noticing something in your space that you don't often look at or notice, and just settling on that for a moment or a few moments, letting your eyes kind of really notice and take in this thing, this object, there's this detail in your space that you don't normally look at, and just take it in. And noticing if your body has started to settle at all from orienting into your space. Maybe your breath is deepened, or you're yawning, or your stomach's gurgling. And when you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, stacking your shoulders over your hips, slight tuck of your chin. You can soften your gaze past the tip of your nose, or you can close your eyes if you'd like to. Also forgot to mention that this is my partner Kyle, and they demo for me, so you can look up at them whenever you get lost or something, and I'll be up here giving some vocal adjustments. So tuning into your breath a little bit more, maybe getting more expansive on your inhales if that's accessible to you today, and allowing your exhales to help you soften. Maybe your shoulders fall away from your ears, or your hips settle into the earth a little more beneath you. Maybe your knees fall open. Making your inhales and your exhales equal in length, volume, and speed. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, you can start cultivating that here. And if the breath feels activating at all to work with today, you can just let go any kind of manipulation with it and just stay in like a noticing and curiosity phase with your breath today. Good. Let's take a big inhale through our nose together. And exhale, open mouth, side out. Maybe adding in a little bit more of an audible quality on your exhales, inhaling through your nose. Exhale audibly, side out. Maybe rolling out your neck and your jaw a little bit as you do this. One more time, inhaling through your nose. Exhale, side out. Nice. And so I'm finishing up the chakra system this week. So this last one is the crown chakra, or the Sahasrara chakra. And this is associated with the element of thoughts. And the shadow here can be attachments. And having a really balanced chakra or crown chakra would result in being able to perceive and analyze and assimilate information, as well as being mindful, curious, and open-minded, staying soft and willing and open to receive new information, even and being confident in the knowledge and the wisdom that we already have as well, but not being too rigid with that and still being open to receive new stuff, right? Being spiritually connected. And this isn't talking about from like a religious standpoint, but being connected to spirit, being connected to source, uh, honoring this divine wisdom and intelligence that we all have within us, that we all came from, that we all share. And so an attachment here in this, like I said, or the shadow here in this chakra is attachments. And this is talking about attachment to things that are impermanent. So it can be our ego self or our body or situations in our life that bring either pleasure or aversion, and getting caught up in those things that are impermanent, uh, and either getting attached to things or again being having aversions from some things. And so in this practice, we'll try to stay mindful here of any sensations, thought forms that come up, and really observe with curiosity and compassion. We don't have to change anything, but just being observant can help us practice this mindfulness. And also just noticing when we tend to find attachment to certain things or find aversion to certain things, and remembering that it's always going to pass. So go ahead and bring your hands up to your heart center if you'd like to, or you can leave them in your lap. And go ahead and set your own intention for your practice today. And just noticing where on your mat that you normally can get attached to either the physical aspect of the practice, the aesthetics of the practice. Sometimes, we have things that we really like or that we find aversions from in the practice. And so just noticing where that comes up for you normally and seeing if you can sit with that from more of a non-attached or observer kind of perspective. And also noticing where that comes up off of your mat in your life as well. Just customizing your own intention for your practice today, and maybe calling in source, whatever that means for you, whatever helps you feel connected to this divine intelligence within us and around us. Sometimes it's nature, sometimes we do have spiritual practices that are really important for us, and sometimes it's noticing that connection with community and seeing if we can call in that energy and that feeling in our practice today. Just a few more rounds of breath here as you work with your own intention for your practice. And maybe noticing what it would feel like to feel so connected to source, so bathed in divine intelligence or divine spirit and feminine energy as well. Being so bathed in that we're able to lean into fears and take risks in our lives in order to meet our hearts fully, and practicing authenticity and vulnerability. What would that feel like for you? And can we also call in that feeling and that energy in our practice today? And one more round of breath here. And in honor and support of that intention, we all set. Take a big inhale together. And exhale, side out. Anything that might be getting in the way of you and your intention, let it go on your exhales. Inhaling again through your nose. And exhale, letting it all go. Good. If your eyes are closed, gently flutter them open. And go ahead and press play on your playlists, making your way onto your hands and knees. Starting with some gentle cat-cow breathing here. Inhaling as you drop your spine towards the earth, lift your forehead and tailbone. And exhale, round and tuck. Really pulling your belly button away from the earth, pulling your pubic bone in towards your forehead. Inhale, drop your spine, lift your forehead and tailbone. And exhale, round and tuck, following your own breath here. Maybe swaying your hips from side to side or making some circles with your ribs, your head and your neck. Anything that's calling to you here in the body, leaning into that now. Good. And on your next inhale, coming to a neutral spine. Exhale, sitting your hips down and back to your child's pose. Rest your forehead on stacked fists, stacked palms, or all the way onto the earth. Letting your forearms and your elbows soften. Seeing if we can bring our inhales into the spine, across the back, along the spine, and allowing our exhales to help us soften in the neck, the shoulders, and the hips. This is a very dynamic, pretty fast paced class. So just keeping that in mind, knowing that everything that I say is an invitation for you to either take it or leave it. You can always skip stuff and meet up with us when you're ready. Come and take this pose for rest or any other pose that you need for rest. And we'll always support you in listening to your body and taking care of yourself. Just a couple more rounds of breath here, maybe really calling in your intention before we get up and get moving a little more. Good, and exhale fully. Inhale, coming back to all fours. And we'll go ahead and work with the wrists a little bit. So keeping your palms planted, we're gonna start making some circles with the shoulders around the wrists, either direction. Try to maintain this straight arm scapular extension here. So push your sternum away from the earth, starting to push your spine up through the shoulder blades so your shoulder blades spread across the back. Try to maintain that as you're working with this here. And maybe gripping your fingertips into the earth a little bit more and grounding through the base knuckle of your index finger. And go ahead and switch directions. Remember that straight arm scapular strength. So push your sternum away from the earth. Really use your hands to push, make some more space between your heart and the ground. Good. And we'll go ahead and bring our fingers all the way back towards our toes. So our fingers point back towards the feet. And we'll go ahead and rock back very gently towards the heels as you lift the heels of your palms up. You don't have to take it super far. You can also leave your hands out to the side if this is too much on your wrists. We're gonna rock forward and back a few rounds here. Good. Next time you rock back, go ahead and hold for a few rounds of breath. Good, and then go ahead and come back onto your palms with the fingers towards the top of your mats. And we're gonna lift the heels of the hands. So the heels of your palms are gonna come up, your thumbs might come up a little bit too. To make this more challenging, bring your knees further away from your hands. So the further your knees are from your hands, the harder this will be, the more strength you'll start recruiting in your forearms and your wrists, which will keep your wrists healthier and safer over time in the practice. Eventually, we can even do this in a full plank. I'm not there yet. But we can maybe start thinking about going there and bringing the knees a little further away. There you go. Yeah, it's really hard. Good. And go ahead and lift up in holds, maybe even picking the thumbs up even more. Nice. And release, sit back on your heels, grab your right wrist, make some circles with this fist. We're really grabbing at the wrist joint here, making just a little bit of space here in this joint capsule. Helps us get some more fluid moving in the wrist and switch directions. Good, and grab your left wrist, making circles here. And switch. Nice, and go ahead and come back to all fours. We'll tuck the toes under and make our way up and back to the first down dog. Maybe pedaling out the legs if that feels good to you, bending one knee, straightening the other leg, really breathing into that other hamstring, alternating legs here if that feels good. Really spreading your fingers out wide. You can shake your head no, nod your head yes. Send your hips up and back to get long from your hips all the way down through the wrists. Nice. And we're even wrapping the triceps in here so the inside of the elbow joint rotates up towards the top of our mat and really extending the side body. So we're making more space here, pushing the hands away from the earth. Good, gaze up at your hands and walk or step up to meet them. Chest up, flat back on your inhale. Exhale, fold. You can bend your knees in this first forward fold, or really all of your forward folds. You can rest your torso on your thighs. We never want to feel any pressure in the lower back in our forward fold, so bending your knees a little bit can help, or bringing your hands onto the earth or blocks for support is also helpful. Some of you might want to grab opposite forearms and sway from side to side. You can shake your head no, nod your head yes. Really feel the weight pouring off your shoulders here. Good, coming back to neutral, keep a good bend in your knees, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Let your head be the last to arrive at the top. Good, and inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, taking a twist, left hand forward, right hand back, maybe bringing your gaze over your right shoulder. I like to bring my hands down pretty far so my arms are about a 45. This helps drop the shoulders away from the ears so you can lift the heart more. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Again, keep lifting the heart as you drop the shoulders. Inhale up, exhale to the right. Take this 2 more times to each side. Seeing if we can invite in a little bit more fluid quality to this movement. Maybe inviting in a little more softness in the shoulders as you ground through the feet to lift up. Good, and come on up. Arms all the way up. Exhale the hands into prayer at heart center. Tuning into that intention that you set for your practice. And again, calling in that higher power, that sense of deep connection and this divine wisdom within us that we all share, that we all come from and that we'll all return to. Can we call it into our practice so that we can lean away from attachment to that which isn't permanent? Good, one more deep inhale. Exhale, letting it go. Inhaling as you reach your arms up, maybe bringing your gaze up. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhale, making your way back to plank. You can always take it on your knees. Make sure to really push your sternum away from the earth so you're pressing the spine through the shoulder blades spread across the back. Some of you might be ready to shift your shoulders forward even more so they come over the fingers. Good, you really engage the side body as you keep the elbows in close to the body and lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale to your back bend, Sphinx Cobra, up dog. Good, and exhale to your down dog. Nice. Maybe pedaling out the legs still here, if that would feel good for your hamstrings. I haven't seen all of you in a while, but my hamstrings got a little tight over the holidays. Nice. Do we have any resources of support that we can call in here? Maybe it's our connection to the earth. Maybe it's sounds or smells in our space, our sensations we're starting to tap into in the body that can help us bring a little bit more comfort so we can stay present in the practice, even when things get more difficult. Good, exhale, fully gaze about your hands and walk or step up to meet them. Chest up, flat back on your inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale, reaching your arms up, rooting through the feet to rise, gaze up. Exhale, dive right into your next forward fold, moving through sun A's here. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhaling back to your plank. Keep that doming of the upper back as you lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, full back bend, really draw the shoulder blades down the back, lift the heart. Exhale to your down dog. Checking in with your breath here, either staying curious, observant with it, or working with your Ujjayi breath. Trying to make the inhales and the exhales equal in length, volume, and speed. Maybe more fluid transitions between each breath. Maybe bending your knees and lifting your heels to send your hips further up and back to get longer in your spine. Your heart may come a little closer to the thighs. Good, gaze about your hands and inhale, walk, step, or hop if you're ready. Chest up, flat back on your inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale, coming all the way up, gaze up, really reach. Exhale, dive right into your next forward fold and take 3 more sun A's on your own. We'll meet up in that third down dog. Nice, letting your breath guide your movements. Here. Turn it on. Nice, everybody. 3 to 5 breaths in each down dog. Only 1 breath if you want to try to get an extra one in. Nice. If you're jumping back to your plank position, try to land with your arms bent. Your arms are kind of like a shock when you are, yeah, like shock absorbent when you land back so that your lower back isn't taking that shock. Nice, Alexandra. Moving through one more here, taking your time. We'll all meet up in that last down dog. As our breath links to the movement, it's a really good time to tune into our intention. Being mindful with our breath and our movement can really help us connect as well. Good. If you're in that last down dog, just hang out for a few more breaths. Come down to child's pose if you need it. Check in with your head and neck. Shake your head no, nod your head yes. Nice, Stacy. Good. And stepping your feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, picking up your right leg. Bend your right knee and let that open up here, stacking your right hip open. Try not to dump into the left shoulder, the left hand. So just as much weight in the right hand as the left. Good. Inhale, square it back up. Exhale the right knee to the right tricep as high as you can get it, maybe touching the shoulder. Good. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Hug it in really tight. Shift your shoulders forward. Keep that doming in your upper back. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, knee to nose. Softly land it. Low lunge, high lunge, or warrior one. Your choice. Nice. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Zip your pubic bone in towards your navel center. Maybe finding your edge in that right leg, sending your hips forward and down a little more. Exhale, touch down. Bring it back to your plank vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. Good. Stepping your feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, pick up your left leg. Bend the left knee, let it open up. Stretching into the left hip, the left side body. Just as much weight in the left hand as the right. So try to keep your shoulders square here. Good. Square it back up. Inhale, really pick up that left leg. Exhale, the left knee to the left shoulder. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Hug it in tight. Good. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, knee to nose, low lunge, high lunge, or warrior one. Good. Hips are square here. Shoulders soften away from the ears. Zip your pubic bone up towards your navel center. One more inhale. Exhale, touch down. Make your way to down dog, vinyasa, or skip it. So all the vinyasas that I offer are always just an invitation that you're always welcome to skip out on. Good. Gazing up at your hands. Don't think about it too much and maybe you're ready to hop up to meet them. Chest up, flat back on your inhale. Exhale, folds. Inhale, sit your hips down and back to your chair. Exhale to your mountain pose. Sun B here at a regular pace. Inhale, sit your hips down and back to your chair. Just one sun B. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhale, make your way to down dog, vinyasa, or skip it. Good. Step your right foot forward between the hands, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Exhale, framing the right foot, bring it back to down dog. Take your chaturanga if you want to. Nice. Step the left foot forward between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, touch down. Bring it back to your down dog, vinyasa, or skip it. Nice. Take a couple clearing breaths here, inhaling through your nose. Exhale, open mouth side out. Good. And one more like that, inhaling through your nose. Exhale, open mouth side out. All right, we're gonna play with some hops here. Y'all ready? So step your feet up just a couple inches so your feet are a little closer to your hands. Remember to really ground through the base knuckle of your index finger and maybe hug your fingertips into the earth a little bit more. Make some space in your shoulders here. So really push away, engaging the side body. Gaze up at your hands, and you're gonna take little hops, just maybe floating a little bit so both feet come off the earth, and try to softly land back down. Yeah, try to get your hips up nice and high. We're gonna take 5 of these. 3, 4. Maybe on this last one, you can find a little more float. Good, making your way back to down dog. Yeah, those are hard. You might want to step your feet a little bit further back if your stance was shorter. Inhale, pick up your right leg. Exhale the right knee to the left tricep. And we're going to extend that right foot out towards the left. And from here, you're going to shift your hips forward and down like up dog and lift your heart. So you stay on the back foot on the toes and keep the heel lifted. So you send your hips down, lift your heart up, just like you're in up dog. This helps get into the IT band and the outer edge of the right hip a little bit more. Good, you're gonna come on up, spin onto the inner edge of the left heel for fallen triangle as you balance on the right hand, and you can lift the left hand up. Nice, you can see Kyle taking this here. So the right foot is really up high, as far forward as you can get it. Nice. Maybe you can reach the left bicep up over the ear and lift the hips a little higher. All right, touch down with the left hands. Some of you might be ready to take a chaturanga push up here with the right leg extended out. Yeah, good, and then we're gonna land in Bashistasana or side plank on the left hand. So you balance on the left hand as you land the right foot on top of the left. Good. Making some more space here in the left side as you draw the left shoulder blade down the back. You're gonna pick up the right knee, maybe trying to hug the right knee in towards the chest, and you're gonna softly land the right foot up next to the left, coming into a low lunge. The right foot up by the left hand. Good. And we're going to take this runner's lunge here. So keep your left foot tucked, your left toes tucked. Send your hips forward and down as you reach your heart forward. Exhale to a long pyramid. You don't have to straighten the right leg all the way. Good. Inhale, reach the heart forward, hips forward and down. Exhale, long pyramid. Inhale, bend the right knee. Send your hips forward, heart forward and up. Come up to a high lunge. Come all the way up. Good. Hips are square here. Finding your edge in the right knee. Again, bring your pubic bone up towards the navel center. Take a full inhale. Exhale, we're gonna twist as you reach the left hand forward, right hand back. Maybe your gaze comes over the right shoulder towards the right hand. Nice. Try to keep a nice bend in the right leg. We're gonna take exalted warrior. As you inhale, bring the right hand down the left thigh and the left arm reaches up overhead. Nice, really breathing into the left side body. This twist here in the left hip. It's a really big transition here as we inhale, come on up, spin open, and exhale to the left knee for Skandasana. This was a lot of popping, Kyle. Good. Inhale the hips up, exhale over to the right. That was like a good making space, right? In your hips?
Yeah.
Okay. Inhale up. Right hand frames the left foot, or your right hand's next to your left foot. Left hand comes up for a gentle twist at the back of your mat. Nice, Kristen. Try to keep the left knee stacked over the left ankle. Hips forward and down a little bit more if you got it. Pick the chin up off of your chest. One more full inhale. Exhale, touch down. And inhale, come up, high lunge towards the back of your mat here. And exhale, open up to your warrior two. Right hand forward, left hand back as you open up to the long edge of your mats. Find your edge here in the left knee, tucking your tailbone in slightly. And we're gonna take reverse warrior. As you bring the right hand down, left arm up overhead. We're gonna straighten the left leg for reverse triangle. Good, some of us like to pick up the ball of the left foot, helps get a little bit more stretch in the left side body. And we're gonna make our way to a full triangle. So left hand forward, right hip back. Stop your left hand on your thigh, shin, or ankle. Some of us have peace fingers around the big toe. Ground into the right heel as you spin the right hip open. Maybe bringing the heart back in space a little bit more so we're not leaning forward. We're gonna bend into the left knee and make our way to half moon. So as you ground into the left leg, your right leg picks up. Your left hand can be out in front of you on a block or on the earth. Right hand can be on your hip or reaching up towards the ceiling. Some of us are ready for extra balancing challenge by bringing the left thumb up to the sternum, or keep the left hand down and gaze up at the ceiling. That one's really hard. All right, slow transition, listen carefully, bring your right hand down onto the earth, square up your hips, and you're gonna pull your right leg out to the side, it's kind of coming up and forward. So it's a pretty, so I'll show you if y'all need to look up at me real quick. It would look like this. Your right foot's up and out to the side, kind of like a dog at a fire hydrant. Okay, then we're gonna pulse it out. Just lower a little bit and inhale, pick it up. Lower, pick it up. You got it. For 2, 3, 4, 5, step the right foot next to the left. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhale, folds. Inhale, sit your hips down and back to your chair. Ooh, working those glutes today. If any of you have any need for some more hip stability, this will help you out. All right, half chair as you reach your heart forward. Your arms can come back like airplane wings. Really lift the heels, come up onto the balls of the feet. Good, sink the heels down to chair. Inhale, drop the hips. Good, exhale to that diver's position again. Come up high off the heels. Good, one more time. Inhale to chair. And exhale to that diver's position. Some of you might want to play with crow here. If you want to squat down, bring your hands down onto the earth. Bring the knees up as high as you can on the triceps, as close as you can to the armpits. Take crow if you're ready for it. Nice, Chrissy. And some of you might be ready to send it back to a plank, take a vinyasa, or skip it. We'll all meet up in down dog. Nice, Kristen. Nice, everybody. Nice. One clearing breath here, inhaling through your nose. Exhale, open mouth side out. Good. Inhale, pick up your left leg. Exhale, left knee to the right tricep. You're going to keep it here and extend that left leg out to the side. Try to bring it up more forward if you can. You're going to send your hips forward and down and your heart up, just like in up dog. Getting this stretch across the outer edge of the left hip and the IT bands. Good. And then we're going to take it to fallen triangle. So you spin onto the inner edge of the right foot, reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. Maybe the right bicep comes by the right ear as you lift the hips a little higher. Good, and then touch back down with the right hand. Keep the left leg where it is, and maybe you're ready to take one chaturanga push-up. Send your shoulders forward and down. Nice. And we're gonna land in Bashastasana on the, on the right foot, the blade edge of the right foot, the right hand. Nice. Yep, draw the right shoulder blade down the back, making more space here. Good, and bring the left knee into the chest here and softly land the left foot by the right hands for your low lunge. Inhale as you reach your heart forward, hips down and forward, and exhale to a long pyramid. Straighten the left leg as much as you can, but don't go past your limit. Inhale, hips forward and down, reach your heart up. Good, exhale, long pyramid. One more time, inhale, bend the left knee, reach the heart forward and up, and come up to a high lunge. Reaching your arms up. Good, squaring up the hips here. Can you bring the pubic bone up towards the navel center a little bit more to get this length in the right hip? Some of you might have a little bit more room to find your edge in that left knee. One inhale here. Exhale, open up to your twist, right hand forward, left hand back. Nice, Chrissy. Good. Exhale fully. Inhale to exalted warrior, left hand down the back leg, right arm up overhead. Breathing into the right side body, the right hip here. Really big transition as we inhale and open up. And exhale, drop onto the right knee for Skandasana. Good, inhale your hips up. Exhale to the left. Inhale your hips up, left hand down next to the right foot, right hand up for your gentle twist, back to the top of your mat. Y'all stuck with me really well. Good. Inhale, pick the chin up off your chest, bend into the right knee a little bit more, stacking the right knee right over the right ankle. Just as much weight in the front foot as the front hands. Good. Exhale, touch down, and inhale to rise, high lunge. One inhale here, and exhale, open up warrior two as you spin the left foot down. Good. Finding your edge here in the right knee, tucking your tailbone in slightly. And inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand up, left hand down. Staying in this reverse position as you straighten the right leg for reverse triangle. And then make your way, exhale to a full triangle, right hand forward, left hip crease back. Right hand stops on the thigh, shin, or ankle. Trying to spin the right shoulder underneath the left. Bring the back of the heart back in space a little more. One more inhale here. Bend into the right knee as you lift up the left leg for half moon. So your right hand is on the earth or on a block. Reach your left hand up to the left hip or up towards the ceiling. Try to spin the left hip more open so it stacks right over the right hip. You got to really engage your right glutes to make this happen. Nice. And when you're ready, touch down with both hands. Take some time to square up your hips here. And then you're going to send your left leg out to the side and forward, kind of like that dog at a fire hydrant. Good. And then we're going to pulse it out for 5, 4, 3. So the pulsing is just up and down. So if you look at Kyle's foot, just going up and down. Good. Step the left foot next to the right. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhale, folds. Inhale, sit your hips down and back to your chair. Nice. And we're going to sink our tailbone down very slowly with control all the way to the earth. We're going to come to Navasana. Balancing on the tailbone, coming to your boat pose. One inhale here. And exhale to a low boat. Good. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. You got this. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. You got this. Keep reaching the heart up. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. One more. Inhale, high. And if you're ready, rock forward and up back to a chair position. Try not to use your hands, but if you got to use them, that's okay. Nicely. Good. And exhale, folds. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhale, make your way to a plank, vinyasa, or skip it, meeting in down dog. Nice work, everybody. Feet hip width apart at the back of your mat. Walk your hands back to meet your feet for Padangustasana. Stop your hands on your thighs, shins, or peace fingers around the big toe. Find your length with your inhale, opening your heart, and exhale, folding, hinging at your hips only. Try to keep your spine nice and long. Pour some more weight in towards the balls of the feet so our hips come right over the ankles. Good. Seeing if we can make some more space between the shoulders and the ears. If you're more than 75% folded, you can shake your head no, nod your head yes. Feel the weight falling off your shoulders. Otherwise, just gaze at a spot on the floor right under your nose. Good. Inhale, lift your heart, flat back. Exhale, walk back out to your down dog. Y'all ready for those hoppy hops again? Step your feet up just a couple inches. You're gonna bend into your knees, lift your hips up and back. Really wrap your triceps under here. So you're making more space in the side body, and then take your hops, trying to get your hips over your shoulders. Good. For 3, 2, last one, maybe float it a little more. All right, make your way back to down dog. Nice. One clearing breath, inhaling through your nose. Exhale, open mouth side out. Good. Inhale, pick up your right leg. Exhale, right knee to the left tricep. Again, extend that right leg out to the side. Send your hips forward and down as you reach the heart up, like that up dog position. Good, and then come out to your fallen triangle. Spin the left foot down. So you're on the inner edge of the left foot. Some of you might want to reach the left arm up overhead, lift the hips a little more. Good, touch down with the left hand, keep the right leg where it is, and maybe take a chaturanga or skip it. And we're going to land on Vashisthasana on the blade edge of the left foot. On the left hand, your right foot stacks right over the left. Nice, pick up the right knee towards the chest. And we're gonna softly place the right foot next to the left hand. Inhale to your runner's lunge as you reach the heart forward, hips forward and down. Exhale, long pyramid. Good. Inhale to that runner's lunge, hips forward and down. Exhale, long pyramid. One more time. Inhale, bend into the right knee, hit heart forward and up, and let's come up to high lunge. One inhale here. Exhale to the twist, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, exalted warrior, right hand down the back leg. Really big transition. Take an inhale and start to open up. And exhale, drop to the left knee for Skandasana here. All right, we're moving now. Inhale the hips up. Exhale to the right. Inhale your hips up. Frame the back foot here with the right hand down, left hand up, gentle twists. Getting your chin up off your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, touch down. Inhale, high lunge here. Reaching your arms up. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Good. And we're gonna change it up just a minute here and exhale to extended side angle, left elbow to the left thigh, reach your right arm forward and up overhead. Good, grounding through the blade edge of the right foot. Zipper your pubic bone up towards the navel center. One more inhale here. Exhale, touch down. Square up your hips here. Take a moment to square up the hips. Step the right foot in a third of the way for a regular pyramid pose. Inhale, find your length. And exhale, soften. Couple rounds of breath here. Good, seeing if we can pull in our resources, our intention to help us soften where we're experiencing this pose. Inhale, reaching your heart forward for revolved triangle. Right hand down, left hand up. Your right hand is on the inside of the left foot, the top of the left foot, or the outside of the left foot. Pull the left hip crease back so you get long on the left side body. One more inhale here. Exhale, touch down, and you're gonna step the right foot back to this long runner's lunge position. Good, and actually drop onto the right knee for low lunge. Maybe you're ready to reach your arms up. If you wanna get a back bend in, you can bring the palms to touch, bring the chin up, gaze up, soften the space behind your heart. And we're going to tuck the back toes back under. We're gonna come grounded on the left leg as we pick up the right knee into the chest. So you're balancing on the left leg here at the back of your mat. Good, so come up on just grounding onto the left leg, the right knee in towards the chest. Good, so we're standing all the way up, y'all. Nice. Left hand on your left hip, right knee to the right hand, or peace fingers around the big toe, maybe extend on an inhale if you got it. No rush to get there. We want to be able to stand up nice and tall, shoulders stay stacked over the hips. One more inhale here. Exhale, open up what you have to the right, maybe gazing over your left shoulder. Good, strong standing leg. Checking in with the sole of your foot right behind the big toe, the pinky toe across the heel to help you ground here. Good, inhale, bring it back to center. Extend the right leg, reach the arms up overhead. You got it, try not to lean back. And we're gonna send the right leg back and start to dip the heart forward for warrior three. Your hands can be in prayer at heart center. They can be on the earth for support, so they can be back behind you like airplane wings. Extra challenge, reach the arms up overhead. Try to keep the hips square here, so your right hip is in line with the left hip. One more inhale. Exhale, fold for standing splits. Nice, y'all got it. All right, option here to play with some handstand hops or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. You can vinyasa if you'd like to. Nice. So over time with those handstands, we're working on landing back in a plank with the arms bent. Again, the arms bent is like that shock absorbent for the lower back. All right. Pick up the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to the or sorry. Yeah, this leg. We got it. Left knee to the right tricep. Extend the left leg out to the side. Send the hips forward and down to that up dog position. Reach the heart forward and up. Good. And exhale to fallen triangle as you spin the right leg down, right arm up. Maybe really picking up your hips. Touch down with the right hand. Take a push up if you got it. And we're going to meet up in Bashistasana on the blade edge of the right foot. The right hands. Draw the right shoulder blade down the back. Pick the left knee up into your chest and softly land it by the right hands. Inhale as you reach your heart forward, hips forward and down. Exhale to a long pyramid. Nice, y'all. Runner's lunge, bend the right knee, left knee. Good. Exhale, long pyramid. One more time, bend the left knee, hips forward and down, reach your heart up. Inhale, come all the way up to a high lunge. Exhale, open up, right hand forward, left hand back for your twist. Beautiful. And inhale, exalted warrior, left hand down, right arm up overhead. Really big transition. Inhale, start to open up, and exhale, drop onto the right knee, Skandasana. Take your time, try to move with control. Nice, Stacy. Inhale your hips up, exhaling over to the left. Inhale your hips up, your left hand by the right foot at the top of your mat, gentle twist, reach the right hand up. Get your chin up off your chest on your inhale, and exhale, touch down. Inhale to rise, high lunge. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale to extended side angle, right elbow to the right inner thigh. Sweep the left arm down and up, overhead. Good. Grounding through the blade edge of the left foot. Tuck the tailbone in slightly so really get this stretch in the left hip. Try to bend into the right knee a little bit more so that your hips come down in line with the left hand and the left ankle. Good. One more inhale here. Exhale and touch down. Take some time to square up your hips. And you're going to hop your left foot in a third of the way for a regular pyramid pose. Inhale, finding your length. Exhale, keeping your heart open as you soften. Good. Calling in our resources and our intention to invite in a little more softness in that hamstring. Maybe even in the shoulders and the neck. Inhale, reach your heart forward, revolve triangle with your left hand down, right hand up. Pull the right hip crease back away from the right armpit so you get really long on the right side body. Nice work, everybody. Inhale fully. Exhale, touch down, and you're going to step the right foot back a little bit more. Come into a low lunge as you drop onto the left knee. Sorry, your left foot back. And inhale, maybe you're ready to reach your arms up, get a little back bend in. If you want to gaze up, soften the space behind your heart. Good. One more inhale here. And exhale, touch down. Make sure that your back toes are tucked under. You're going to use that to spring up off of the back leg, grounding into the right leg as the left knee comes into the chest to standing. Good. Right hand on the right hip, left knee to the left hand. Either stay here, or if you know you got the hamstring length, you can bring peace fingers to the big toe and extend on an inhale. Good. Strong standing leg. Try to keep that right leg straight. Inhale fully. Exhale, open up to the left. Good. Remember to check in with the sole of your foot right behind the right big toe, the little toe, and across the heel can help us ground. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Extend the left leg, reach the arms up overhead. You got it. Point the toes, maybe lift a little higher. Good. Send the left leg back as you reach the heart forward. Warrior three, hands on the earth or by your side, or heart center, or extra challenge, arms up overhead. Keep the left hip in line with the right. Good. One more inhale here. And exhale to your standing splits. Nice work, everybody. Really engage the left glutes here to pick up the left leg a little bit more. Careful not to hyperextend in the right knee. And if you want to play with your handstand hops, you can. We're going to meet up in down dog. You can vinyasa if you want to, or skip that as well. Nice, Aiden, you got it. Ground into the inner edge of your palms. Good. All right, hip width apart at the back of your mat. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Palms come under the soles of the feet for Padahastasana this time. You can bend your knees to make that happen. You can rest your torso on your thighs. Let your head and neck hang heavy. If you pull your elbows to the back of your space, you get some more stretch on your wrists. Good. One more round of breath here. Inhale, reaching your heart forward. Exhale the hands out to down dog. Y'all ready for a couple more hoppy hops? All right, step your feet up a couple inches. Ground into the base knuckle of your index finger, maybe hugging your fingertips into the earth a little bit more, and take your hops. Bend your knees, lift your hips, and try to get your hips over your shoulders. Maybe a little more floating sensation. Nice, that's 3, 2, last one. Can we float a little bit more? All right, land back in your down dog. You can walk your feet back a little bit. Nice work, everybody. Inhale, picking up your right leg. Exhale the right knee to the left tricep. Extend the right leg out to the side. Take that hips forward and down, heart up, and back to fallen triangle. Come onto the inner edge of the left leg. Reach the hips up. Left hand touches back down. Take the chaturanga push up if you've got it. Otherwise, we'll meet in Bashastasana on the blade edge of the left foot, left hands. Nice. Exhale, touch down. Step the right foot up between the hands. Inhale to a high lunge. And exhale to the twist. Left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, exalted warrior. And exhale to Skandasana on the left knee. Inhale the hips up. Exhale to the right. Nice work, y'all. We're almost there. Inhale the hips up. Right hand down to the back of your mat. Left hand up for your gentle twist. Good. And exhale, touch down. We'll step the right foot in a third of the way for pyramid pose here. Inhale, find your length, and exhale, soften. Good. Revolve triangle with the right hand down, left hand up. Pull the left hip crease back. Inhale, getting your chin up off your chest. Exhale, touch down. And step the right foot up to the left. We'll take chair here as you send your hips down and back. Reach the heart forward and up. Exhale the hands into prayer at heart center, taking your twist, right elbow across the left knee. Reaching your heart up towards the hands. Good. One more full inhale. And exhale, touch down. Inhale, chest up, flat back. Exhale, making your way back to down dog, vinyasa if you'd like to, or skip it. Beautiful work, everybody. Inhale, picking up your left leg. Exhale, left knee to the right tricep. Extend that left leg out to the side. Take that hip down, heart up variation. And then exhale to your fallen triangle. Maybe lift your hips a little bit more. Reach the right arm up overhead. Touch down with the right hand. Take your chaturanga push up if you've got it. Otherwise, nice, Kristen. We'll meet in Bashastasana on the blade edge of the right foot and the left hand up. So Kristen, actually the other way. Good. Left knee in towards the chest and softly land the left foot by the right. Inhale, come on up, high lunge. And exhale, open up, right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale to your exalted warrior. Really big transition as you open up. gracefully come down onto the right knee for Skandasana. And let's hang out here for a couple breaths, trying to find some more softness here. You can walk the hands forward, reach your heart forward. Some of you have a bind variation that you might like to take, or just a twist as you open up the right hand out to the side and reach the left arm up, whatever you got here. Good, and we'll take this to the next side. Inhale your hips up, exhaling to the left. Walking your hands forward, reaching your heart forward and down, or whatever other variation you'd like to take, a bind or a little twist. One more round of breath here. Good, inhale your hips up. Left hand by the right foot for your gentle twist as you reach the right hand up. Good. And exhale, touch down. We'll just step the left foot in a third of the way for pyramid. Inhale, finding your length. Try to keep your hips square. And exhale, soften. One round of breath here. Inhale, reaching your heart forward, revolve triangle, left hand down, right hand up. Send the right hip crease back. Good. And exhale, touch down. Step the left foot up by the right. For chair, send your hips down and back. And we'll take the twist. Hands into prayer, heart center, reach the left elbow across the right knee. Gently press the right palm into the left to reach the heart up. Maybe you can get your hips forward and or back and down a little more. Good, and let's meet up in chair. Come back to center, come to your chair. Remember that diver's position, come up off the heels, send the heart forward, flat back. One more time to that chair, hips down, arms up. Exhale to that diver's position. And if you want to play with crow again, bring your hands down onto the earth, knees up high on the triceps, close to the armpits. You can always skip this. We'll meet in down dog. You can take a vinyasa from crow if you'd like to. You got it. Nicely. Good. And we'll all meet up in down dog. Good. One clearing breath here, inhaling through your nose. Exhale, open mouth side out. Good. And we're going to bend into the knees, send the hips up and back. And we're gonna make our way onto our bums. Some of you know the jump through or step through. We're gonna come onto our bums, balancing in Navasana again. One inhale here. That's okay, Christy, we're working on it. All right, exhale, come onto your backs. Come all the way onto your backs. Good. And we're going to lift the shoulders up, tuck your chin in towards your chest, and bring the knees up towards your forehead. So we're still working on our core here. And we're going to just pick the tailbone or the lower back up off the earth. So it's a really subtle movement. We're just engaging the lower abdomen here. Good, you got it. We're pulsing it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next time your knees come to your forehead, straighten the legs up overhead and very slowly lower them down towards the earth. Good. Knees up towards the forehead. Straighten the legs as you lift the lower back up and then lower the legs. One more like this. Knees in towards the forehead. Extend the legs up overhead as you lift the lower back, lower down. And knees in towards the forehead. And then extend the legs out long. Good. Knees in towards the forehead. And then extend the legs out long. So the legs don't come up overhead in this last one. It just looks like this. If you want to look up at me real quick. So the shoulder stays up, chin is tucked, and we're just extending the legs out and in, out and in. You got this for 5, 4, nicely, 3, nice, Kate, 2, last one, 1. Whew, come down, come onto your backs. Yeah, that was nice work, everybody. All right, bring the soles of the feet onto the earth. Let's take bridge. Stretching out the abdomen, the core here. Tailbone tucked. Inhale, pick up your hips. Maybe you can walk your shoulder blades in behind the back. Good, and come on down. Exchange a couple breaths here. And when you're ready, make sure the tailbone is tucked and inhale, pick up your hips again. Really grounding through the heels to bring the inner thighs in and down towards the earth. Good. Really lifting up the hips here. Maybe the heart comes a little closer towards the chin. And exhale, come on down. Continue to take bridge. Take a restorative bridge if you need to. Place something under your hips. I'm going to cue us through wheel if you're ready for that. Hands come up over the shoulders. As close to the shoulders as you can get them. I like to have my hands pretty wide, so my ring fingers, even like the base knuckle of my ring finger is on the long edge of my mat. So make sure the tailbone is tucked and inhale, come up onto the crown of your head. Exhale here, elbows in close, and then inhale, press it away. Nice, trying to extend through the legs and the arms. And when you're ready, tuck the chin and come on down. So you're gonna take 2 more on your own, following your own breath at your own pace. Maybe holding each one for about 5 breaths. Nice, Chrissy. Beautiful, Kate. Heart away from me towards that wall behind you. Pressing through the legs. Nice. All right, y'all. Take 1 more if you got it. Nice, Kyle. Beautiful. Come on down when you're ready. And we're going to make our way onto our knees. So take your time getting there, coming onto your knees. So it's like we're preparing for camel. So you come standing up high on the knees. Keep your toes tucked here. So the toes are tucked under. And we're actually going to do this different variation. I think I did this with you a few weeks ago. So you're really going to stick your bum out and back. You have to hinge at the hips to make that happen. So come up on standing, Kyle, on the knees. Oh. Yeah, hips back. So it's like you're sticking out your butt as much as you can and you're reaching your heart up. You can bring your hands onto your chest here and then reach the heart up as you start to lean back a little bit, but you keep this forward tilt of the hips. Nice. And when you're ready, come on out of it. Sit back on the heels. Good. So some of you are kind of leaning forward a little bit in that. It's still a back bend where we're leaning back, but the only difference is our hips are tilting forward, so the bum is coming back. So we're still coming back this way. Does that make sense? You want to try it again? Come up onto your knees. Send the bum back. Hips tilt forward and down. Hands come onto your chest here and start to send your heart up. Soften the space behind your heart and your upper back. Maybe start to pull the skin here from the sternum away from each other as you open up. Good, very gently come on out of it. Sit back on your heels. Whew. Those ones are really intense for me. If you have a lot of tightness in your neck and your shoulders, we have all these meridians here in the neck. And we start to open them up like that, it can cause a lot of lightheadedness or vertigo. So just be very gentle with yourself, come in and out of it slowly, and our bodies acclimate over time. We're gonna come up to standing and we're gonna take those standing. So everybody come on up onto your feet. Same thing here. You gotta bring your feet hip width apart, bend into your knees, send the bum back as your hips tilt forward, and start to lean your heart back. Lifting the heart here. Good. Very slowly inhale to come on out of it, straighten the legs. Nice. Take a moment here to settle. And we'll take 1 more like this. Start to bend into your knees, send the bum back. Really tilt the hips forward. Good. Some of you might be ready to start playing with a standing camel. So just like this with the hips tilting forward, we're gonna start to straighten the legs as we keep bringing the heart or the upper back back. And then inhale to come on out of it. Nice. And when you're ready, come on down. You can keep playing with those if it feels good. You can take other back bends if you're really enjoying this back bend practice. But we're gonna come down when you're ready. Come onto the front body, laying all the way down here onto the earth. The left arm extends out to the side here. Make sure the left hand isn't above the shoulder, so it's in line with the shoulder, a little lower. Right hand under your right shoulder presses the right side of your body away from the earth here. Opening up the left shoulder. Keep the left ear and the left side of your head soft along the earth. You can bend the right knee and bring the sole of the right foot behind the left leg, or keep the right leg straight, whatever helps you stay anchored here. Nice. If some of you are ready for more, you can drape the right hand around the back, being very gentle here, the shoulders. Nice. Checking in with your breath, this intention that you set in your practice, coming back to it. And exhale, lowering down, taking this right to the next side with the right arm out to the side. Left hand under the left shoulder as you inhale, press it away. Try to keep the right ear, the right side of your head soft on the earth. Finding your anchor in the lower body with your legs. If you're ready for more, draping the left hand around the lower back. Nice. Working on your shoulders like this will really start to help you in your back bend practice, and also vice versa. Back bends are so great for the shoulders. Good. One more round of breath here. Exhale, come on down. And we're gonna come up to seated. Take your time getting there. Legs extended out long. For a forward fold, feet flex like you're standing on a wall across from you. Find your length as you lift your heart. Let your navel center guide you forward so you can keep the heart open, the shoulders soft and away from the ears as you fold. It's okay if we don't get very far, but if you notice that your back is rounding out, or your heart is caving in, or your shoulders are up by your ears, consider backing out of the posture a little bit. Good. We don't want to crank ourselves down after our back bends. We more so just want to let gravity assist us here and maintain length in the spine. Nice. A few more rounds of breath here. One more full inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your head and heart. And exhale, release. We're going to bend the right knee and bring the right shin onto the earth so that the right foot comes by the right hip. Kyle, if you actually want to take this to the other side first so they can see your, yeah. Yeah, so we're trying to keep the right knee next to the left. It's okay if it needs to come out to the side if you have any knee issues. You can also place a folded up blanket or towel underneath the left hip, like Kyle will show you here. If you feel yourself really leaning over towards the left, then you want to bring something under this left hip and or use your left hand beside you to help you stay centered. We're going to inhale and find our length, and exhale, folds. We're folding to the inner edge of the left leg. This is our midline. It's actually on the inner edge of the left leg. So yeah, Kristen, bring your left hand out to the side. Yeah, so use your left hand next to you for support to keep you in the midline so you're not leaning over to the left. If you're directly over the left knee, then you're leaning over to the left a little bit. So remember, you want to be actually to the inside of the left leg just a little bit. Yeah, but you can keep using your left hand for support, Kristen. Yeah. So like if you push the left hand into the earth a little bit, it kind of brings you back to center. Good. Try to keep the right hip anchored, the right sits bones anchored down towards the earth, keeping this length in your back. And inhale, lift your head and heart. And exhale, release. Let's take this to the next side. Right leg comes out long, bend the left knee. Trying to keep the knees close together, but if they need to come out to the side a little bit, or the left knee needs to come out the side a little bit, that's okay. Inhale, find your length. Remember to use something under the right hip if you need to, if you find yourself leaning over towards the right. Find your length, and exhale, folds. You can also use your right hand, like I was saying, out to the side, and use that to help you stay in the midline, so you're not leaning over to the outside of the right leg. You want to stay on the inside of the right leg. Keep the right foot flexed like you're standing on a wall across from you. Keep sending the left sits bones down and back. Tuning into that intention that you set in your practice. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift your head and heart. Exhale, release. We'll breathe the legs out wide. Reach your right hand over towards the left knee, and we'll reach the left arm up overhead for a side stretch. You can bring the right elbow down onto the earth and stack your fists if that helps, or stop your left hand behind the head. Some of us are ready to start reaching the left arm all the way up over, eventually making our way to the toes on the right foot. Beautiful. Inhale, come on up. Take this right to the next side. Left knee or left hand towards the right knee. So you reach the right arm up overhead. You can also bend the left elbow and place the left elbow on the earth and stack your fists. Or right hand behind the head. Or reaching the right hand up over towards the left toes. Nice. Try to keep the right sits bones square and down towards the earth. Trying to open up the heart towards the ceiling a little more. Good. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, making your way to Shavasana. Taking any other pose that you might need, some more twists. Happy baby or plow. Maybe you're ready to just come right on into it. We did start a few minutes late today, and I always go late anyway. Y'all are figuring it out. I'm learning to just become unapologetic about it because I have a lot to share with y'all. So if you need to leave, that's okay. Try to hang out in Shavasana for at least a minute or two. But those of you who are here to stay with me, I'm going to go ahead and guide you through a little mindfulness meditation as we finish out here in Shavasana. So starting to scan your body from the soles of your feet out through the crown of your head, inviting in a little more softness and release where you can. And within this meditation, I don't want you to go into anything that feels intolerable or unsafe. So check out and tune out if you need to. But I want you to come to a person or a situation or thing that just feels a little bit activating, that feels a little hooking for you. Something that is easy to get caught up in and kind of activates a little bit of our inner child or that attachment or aversion style. And just sit with that thing for a minute, or that person or that situation. And can we start to really bring an image or a symbol to that thing? Really trying to get a tangible picture in our head of whatever that person or thing situation is. Now, I want you to put that thing in a big balloon, filling it up with hot air, really visualizing this thing within that balloon. And you're holding on to that balloon with a string, and then picture yourself letting that go. And watching the balloon float away with that visual or that image, that really tangible thing inside getting smaller and smaller as it drifts away and floats up, smaller and smaller, further and further away, up and up until you can't see it anymore. And once that thing is out of sight, once that balloon is gone, can we notice any feelings or emotions or thoughts that have come up? And what has come up for you in your body and your system? Can we get tangible with that as well, associating it with textures, temperature, color, any symbol or image that we can put onto these feelings or thoughts that have come up? And we're going to put that in another balloon, filling it up with hot air, really visualizing the symbols or the imagery with these thoughts or feelings that have arisen. Holding onto that balloon by a string, and we're going to let it go. Letting it drift away, floating up further and further away, getting smaller and smaller, further up, up, until we can't see it anymore. And once it's gone, what does it feel like to simply exist, be with ourselves as the observer? And letting the earth hold and support you here to allow you to rest and simply exist and just be. And gently begin to deepen your breath, letting your breath be the first gentle movement back in your body. Slowly wiggling your fingers and toes, rotating your wrists and your ankles. If it feels good, stretching your arms up overhead, maybe hugging your knees into your chest. Coming up to seated when you're ready, taking your time, finding a comfortable position. And as we finish with the chakra system, I just wanted to share a little passage with you from my friend and colleague, Sean Korn. And she's talking about healing through the chakra system here in a class. As my body released long held tension in this class, with my permission, I became vulnerable, my worst nightmare at the time. But by deciding to stay with it, I surrendered to the unknown and let myself be open to whatever arose. To be honest, I had no choice. I was tired of being imprisoned by my resentments, fears, and judgments. I wanted desperately to create enough space in my heart for all that I was, so that someday I could forgive myself enough to truly love myself and others, and to finally, once and for all, know our divine source, spirit, or God. This is the evolution of the soul. It can bring us from matter to consciousness and from contraction to release, and prepare us to honor and behold the God within and the God within all. So if you would like to, bring your hands up to prayer at heart center. It's taking a moment to honor these lands that we get to practice on, the original stewards of these lands, honoring the lands on which these practices came from, and all the teachers who've passed down these teachings for us to receive. Maybe bowing your head to your heart for a moment in gratitude. And when you're ready, come on up. Finishing with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let this first one be for yourself. Send the second one out to those that you love and those that we got to share this space with tonight. And send the third one out to all sentient beings in Mama Earth. Taking a big inhale. Exhale fully. Inhaling to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The love and light within me acknowledges and reflects the love and light that's so evident in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for letting me share with y'all. It's been a long 7-week plus journey of the chakra system, and I'm really grateful that y'all let me share with you. And if you ever want more resources on it, I just barely touched the tip of the iceberg, and there's so much more if y'all ever want to reach out for those resources.